Y'all weren't even close. You were so far away. Bob, tell them how close they were. That's right, not even. Did old Bob make it too hard for you? I told him not to make it difficult, but you know Bob. So, it's Saturday afternoon, 4:44 to be exact. No one's gotten it yet, okay? You still have till 8 in the morning. I'm just making this video, you know, just in case. Just in case you still don't get it. Once I'm done smiling, because I've outwitted the Deuter detectives, I think I'm just gonna go through the video and start showing you all the little clues I put in there, and then I'll reveal the answer, how I did it, and all of that. Okay, but first, let's just watch it. Let's watch it together. Scavenger hunt for $10,000. First off, I want to say that this was the plan the whole time. Started at 1,000, the next week it'll go to 2 plus a clue, the next week will go to 5, the next week will go to 10,000. The day before, which is today. Which is still happening. I don't think y'all are gonna get it. I haven't gotten an email to the correct email. Oh, I'm so excited. I think I'm more excited than y'all are. Let's watch it. Hold on. Right off the bat, there's clues, okay? And I think I said in the video how some clues mean something and then how a lot of clues lead you nowhere. Y'all are gonna hate me. There's one clue. You can solve it with one clue, and it's the clue that everybody just forgot about. Each clue leads to something that'll kind of tell you what the answer is. So it's not a complete loss. Bear with me. Okay, so first off, at the very beginning when I'm writing on the board, the felt black board on the stand says 6818. It was so easy. You'd have no idea. The reason that in the description on YouTube I said please watch it on Facebook is because there's way more clues on Facebook, to be honest. Because the scavenger hunt is on Facebook. How I uploaded videos, they weren't the same throughout YouTube and Facebook, so there were different times. So everything is based off of the Facebook. But you can solve it without ever having to go to Facebook at all, YouTube. So no excuse, you didn't get it. Yet. It's 4:49. The felt board says 6818. That is a date to a video I uploaded June 8th, 2018. I uploaded a video called A Big Black One. It was a little sketch I wrote with Ginger. A lot of you found it, but didn't know what to do with it. So there's big clues in this that would have helped a lot, but none of you got it right. What I didn't know is that if I edit something on my page, you guys can go to my edit history and figure out what I've edited. I didn't know you could do that. So you guys found all the clues just by figuring out my edit history. Still didn't figure it out, so. Suck it, Tom. So if you click on A Big Black One, you never have to watch the video. It has nothing to do with the actual video. Sorry. It's all in the text of the description. So I edited the video, and you'll see that I put in 2 different words. The word scripted and the word improvise. Those are the only 2 words in the whole paragraph spelled wrong. Scripted and improvised. Keep that in mind. So that's what 6818 on the felt board means. Me trying to light the candle had nothing to do with the video at all. I literally just wanted to burn the candle down so I could get the money out of it. Forget the candle, there's nothing to do with the candle.
4th time's a charm.
4th time's a charm means nothing.
I'll be honest. This video's not like my other videos, okay?
And that line right there would have solved the puzzle for you. While the black felt board is saying 6818, a big black one, which is referring to that video, I say this video is not like my other videos, okay? And that kind of lets you know. I've said it 100 times. That's why I mentioned in the video, the more you watch my videos, the faster you'll figure it out. All of my videos are improvised. All of them. Every single video I've done on my Facebook is improvised, not scripted. Except for A Big Black One. I wrote it in the description. Scripted, improvised. So, that was kind of a far-fetched clue, but it was going to give you an idea of what to look for. The idea of that clue is all of my videos are improvised, but this video is not like that, so it must be scripted. So the answer is in the text of the actual scavenger hunt video. You basically won't solve it that way, but it would have led you on the right track. So the whiteboard, a lot of people were freaking out about the whiteboard. I put a couple misleading clues in there. My bad. They're all that way. So the whiteboard says, look over there. And the E is separated from the THER. If you look In the description of the scavenger hunt video, I wrote, so now enjoy some cryptic or completely pointless string of words to throw you off or to help you solve this puzzle. And then below it, I start writing out 30. There, that should help. K5GP, why'd you choose that thumbnail and good luck? There's only 2 things in there that are a clue, okay? 30, and that should help, is the clue you needed. There is spelled T-H-E-R, there's no E. If you look over there, 30 is right above it. So that 30 just means timestamp 30 of the video. So I'll skip ahead a little bit to timestamp 30, which is...
Then you already know what's happening. This.
Then you already know what's happening. This is where the one clue to help you solve the whole puzzle is. It's the only time on the felt board. If you go to timestamp 30, the one clue, I swear, it's the one clue nobody said anything about. It's the letter A next to the number 1 with an arrow, and then the symbol for... Okay. Any of y'all catching on yet? Okay, I'm just super excited. Let's continue on. I'll go back. The felt board. So that was the clue. Look over there. In the description, if you look over there, physically above there, 30, timestamp 30. That's the clue you needed. The wheel in the middle means nothing, but if you do the math around the circle, it adds up to 26, which makes sense in a minute. The little magnets. There's a saying that says, these don't mean anything, with arrow pointing to the magnets. That's real. So anytime the magnets are attached to something on the board, that means it don't mean anything. It's a false clue. So the 40s and 60s. I'll come back to that after I show you a couple more clues.
Oh, here I go again. Side note. I found the gift. It's in there. You see?
None of this means anything. I seriously just wanted to show you all the candle.
If y'all read the description, then you already know what's happening. This.
That was a clue. If you read the description, you already know what's happening of a big black one. The necklace means nothing. I knew I would freak people out if I took it off midway, which I did on purpose. The necklace means nothing. It pops up throughout the entire video on my neck, off my neck, on my neck, and then hanging on the side of the whiteboard.
That's one with a couple O's behind it.
That's a clue. There's a reason I said O's instead of zeros, and I'm nodding my head over towards the whiteboard. That was supposed to show you the 40s and 60 thing. So I'll come back to all that in a second. It comes together, believe me, you.
There are clues.
A lot of y'all caught this, but it took you a while. This was supposed to be like the first clue you seen, and you were like, I know what it is, okay? Me signing something in the mirror back there, below the camera. I signed the word Hotmail. The board still says 6818, so you notice it switched away from the A1 pointing okay. That was the only clue you needed.
That's a clue.
Right here, I'm just super nervous that y'all saw the Hotmail that I was signing, that I'm nervously pointing to things. So this means nothing.
Focus on me.
Oh, this scavenger hunt is deep, I swear. Y'all took it to a deeper level than I thought it was possible. But there's a lot of layers to this scavenger hunt. Keep this part in mind. Focus on me. Okay, so the felt board changed to a whole bunch of numbers. 20851955. A lot of y'all figured out that it's just the alphabet. Okay, the number of the letter of the alphabet transferred into words, which means these don't mean anything. But that's a big, big clue. Pretty big. Throughout the entire video, I'm switching letters with numbers. See what I'm saying? I wanted y'all to catch on to the fact that I'm changing all the letters to numbers. So you would have to change the numbers back into letters. That was supposed to be another big clue along with the Hotmail. Okay, so this goes back to the whiteboard where it says 40s and 60. That just means 4 O's equals 60. And when I said a couple O's behind it and nodded, that was to let you know that that's a O behind the 4, not zeros. So 4 O's equals 60. 4 O's, O is 15 in the alphabet. 4 15s equals 60. That was a small clue. But that had nothing to do with the puzzle. It does, I guess, in the end. It lets you know that you're gonna be transferring letters into numbers. So I was kind of doing that with everything. So when you figured out the answer to the scavenger hunt, you would say, well, he's been transferring letters into numbers this whole time. Maybe I should transfer these letters into numbers. Which you were supposed to. That's how you solve it. Let's continue.
Kelly's back there, by the way. She's hiding behind
Kelly
the two
wasn't
Christmas
a-
trees.
Kelly wasn't a clue at all. I just needed room for the whiteboard. That's why she was behind the trees. Me switching the trees had nothing to do with it. That was just a mess with you.
Don't worry, I'll give you guys some clues.
This was actually a clue. So when I start writing in the Bob Ross sticky note book and I write some clues and show it to you, it's basically telling you that there's a sticky note in the room somewhere, and a lot of y'all found it. The sticky note was on the dice, sticking up here. And on it, it just had the word green, which will come into play in a minute. So the felt board changes to just the arrow and the symbol for OK. Anyone catching on yet? Okay. The whole Bob Ross Pez thing is a misdirection to lead you away from the felt board.
If you can't figure it out, that's fine. Take a step back, go read something, put on some gangster rap.
That's a clue. No one even got this clue, even Yes, it does reference the thing sitting up here that says, drink some coffee, put on some gangster rap, and handle it. The part where I mentioned put on some gangster rap is misdirection to what I said before it. What I said before was take a step back, read something, then put on some gangster rap. Those two are the only things that aren't on the plaque. So take a step back, read something. Those are clues which will help with solving it. This is gonna really bug a couple of you. Hold on. Everybody's like, what's that in the tray? It was this card. It was the King of Clubs. This actually leads you to the learning to do magic trick video. This is the card that's stuck in my ceiling out there that I celebrated and got stuck in the ceiling. So the whiteboard now changes to dare we disturb the universe with a magnet next to it. So that means it doesn't mean anything. The number is 666, 664, lucky color, lucky you, and then a page with a bunch of marks on it, which the page of markings mean nothing, hence the magnet. Sorry. I didn't see a lot of you try to figure out the tally marks that much. I know some of you tried Morse code. It would have been cool if it was Morse code for something. The only clues are the 664, lucky color, lucky you. The 666, 664 number comes from learning to die stack. The die stacking video. The lucky color, lucky you just refers to the fact that instead of using purple dice, I used green and it worked. So that's what the green on the Bob Ross sticky note represented. If you go to the die stacking video, there's no subtitles. There's no captions on it, except for 2 parts in the whole entire video. You wouldn't have caught it unless you watched the video all the way through. So I think it's 48 seconds in or a minute in or something like that. A timestamp pops up really quick and goes away. The timestamp is 3:48. So if you go to 3:48 of the die stacking video, the other caption is there and it says at minute 1, my words don't match the captions. So if you come back to the scavenger hunt video, that's where this clue comes in.
Focus on me.
I said focus on me, but the closed captioning says focus on knee, which would tell you to focus on my knee, which would show you I'm signing Hotmail. The letters on the black felt board, the ATTIHOMLA, spell out at Hotmail. A lot of y'all figured out it was supposed to be an email address early on. I was banking on the fact that you guys would get that like first watch. So the fact that some of you didn't get it, that's why it was the first clue.
Yo, there's this old woman who's got
The part where I'm playing through a couple videos, my older videos, just a clip and then moving on, those don't mean anything. The felt board that says 81118 0 through 7, that just leads you to there's rats in the trees. I changed the description of that as well. This leads you nowhere, by the way. In the description, I changed it so y'all saw it when you looked at my edit history, that I said, have you noticed how rat spelled backwards is star? Just thinking out loud. Which a lot of people caught on, went to the Jeffree Star video, which if you go to the Jeffree Star video, you'll notice I changed the description on that as well, where I said I messed up somewhere, ... and so did you. So that basically leads you absolutely nowhere. I'm so not sorry.
It may take 3 hours because y'all are incredible at figure.
Or 3 weeks. I'm sorry.
Judging by our previous scavenger hunt that we did,
So this one kind of threw a lot of people off. I thought it'd be easy. A lot of people thought it was sign language. It's not. I'm doing the numbers behind my back in the mirror 5, 3, 5, 4, which just mean 8 and 9. And like I said before, I'm transferring letters into numbers. It just spells out hi. Just a little how you doing. Means nothing.
1, 2, 4.
That's actually a clue. 1, 2, 4. If you look at my videos on Facebook. It's a lot easier. I didn't upload a lot of videos on YouTube. If you look at my videos on Facebook, there's only one video that is 1 minute and 24 seconds long. It's called I Lost All My Socks, and I edited the description of that video as well. 2, somewhere, somehow, there's an odd number, period, of socks. I added a period after number. None of you picked up on it. I didn't see anybody actually understand that. That lets you know that the email address is an odd number. Somewhere, somehow, there is an odd number. That was just a subtle clue. I didn't expect you to know it was the email address, but subtle clue to keep in mind. The whiteboard, it says N-E, the, trees, rats, theirs, just scattered everywhere. I just took exactly what was on the board before it and erased everything except the letters that would spell the word letter, just for fun. That's why the T looks like an upside down 7. It's an L. It was the L before. And just the first letter of all the words spell letter. I'm sorry for that one. That one. And then the 6591 on the felt means nothing. That's my birthday.
No.
It means something to me. This means nothing, but shout out to those who figured out that I switched Snape and Harry Potter on the shelf over here.
Like upset if it's too difficult.
There's a reason this looks like nothing else in the entire video. The computer changed. My hair is different. The fabric covering the mirror is different. The picture hanging here is different. There's a reason for that. And it's such a weird sentence, you have to really listen to it.
We'll make more if they're too difficult. It's all about the outlook, okay?
I'm surprised no one caught on to that. It's such a weird sentence. It's nothing. Why would I say that? It's all about the outlook. I wasn't going to put this part in here at all. This was filmed after the whole video was done. I put everything away. I was like, I have to give them this clue or they'll never get it. They'll be lost. Hotmail got bought out by a company called Outlook. I have an Outlook account, so I realized that you can't make Hotmails anymore, but I wanted to throw you off with Hotmail. But towards the end, I figured I didn't want to make it so incredibly difficult that no one could get it. So I threw this nugget in there. I put the Outlook webpage and with the address to the Outlook email address on my computer, which you can see in the mirror. So the answer's been on the computer for that entire clip. And I said it's all about the Outlook. So you know it's a Hotmail. Hotmail got bought out by Outlook. I was hoping you'd put the 2 and 2 together and say, it's an Outlook email.
So some final words of encouragement before?
The chapstick means nothing. Sorry. If you follow these numbers, hold on.
072220182225, okay? Have a great day.
That's just a timestamp. It leads you to a video called White Man versus Mexican Hot Sauce, something like that. And then 225 is the timestamp. You get there, and then I said, let the hell begin. That was just a little jab at you guys. It doesn't mean anything. So there's one more thing that I have to show you guys before I give you the answer and how it's done. So I mentioned before that the description of this video had 2 clues in it. The 30, that was over the word there without the E. The second clue was every time I was saying good luck, I'd spell it with 2 C's, closed captioning. That was basically telling you to look into the closed captioning of this video. I think the funniest answer that my sister sent to me was someone said, I could barely watch the video because your closed captioning doesn't match what you're saying. And I was like, I did that on purpose. The answer's in the closed captioning. I made the closed captioning different on YouTube than it was on Facebook. Just so if you ever went over to one or watched the other, you'd be like, okay, they're different for a reason. But you can solve it without ever having to look at the closed captioning, but it would help. So the closed captioning starts off with, hey y'all, but instead of 2 L's, it's a 1, A1. So the video starts with A1, so does the email. Which I gave you that clue, or the Outlook email starts with an A, which it does. There's also something missing in the entire closed captioning, the word okay. Anyone? No one? Okay. It's the only word that's consistently missing throughout the entire video's closed captioning. I let Facebook do its thing by creating the closed captioning in the beginning, and then I modified it the way that I wanted to by taking out all the OKs, adding the A1, and then some things towards the end. So if you see a bunch of weird stuff like there is spelled different or something like that, or this ain't a word, that's Facebook's fault. And it means nothing.
Focus.
The closed captioning on here says focus on knee, which I said before. If you look at my knee, the clip right before this clip, I'm signing Hotmail.
Kelly's back.
Kelly is spelled wrong. Every time I've ever spelled Kelly, it's K-E-L-L-Y. This is spelled K-E-L-L-Y. IE apostrophe 5. That was just another one of the letters equals number thing. So the E next to the 5. E is number 5 in the alphabet. Just a subtle one. At this point where I show this card, not a lot of people caught this clue because I've read a lot of the emails y'all have tried and they're wrong. But this one basically tells you, as I show this card, the closed captioning says, the other one is the last number. And this is where watching my videos comes in handy big time. Most of y'all remember this card is the same card I threw in the ceiling for the learning magic tricks. The magic trick I learned involved 2 cards, where I would switch the cards. The other card was a 5. So when I said the other one is the last number, that's why 5 and E are so prevalent in the videos. 5 is the last number of the email. It starts with an A, ends with a 5.
It's pretty simple. All the clues are within
The scavenger hunt video itself, by the way. You didn't ever have to leave the scavenger hunt video to solve it. Love y'all. A lot of y'all found the sticky note that I put on the back of the whiteboard and also the one I picked up off the floor. It just says read me on it.
And when you win, you'll know. And when you know, then I'll know.
The closed captioning says, when you win, you'll know. And when you know, then I'll know. And then you'll know to message me. So that was just letting you know you gotta email me.
I made banana bread. This probably isn't the last.
Banana bread's not a clue.
Good luck with all the subtle.
Instead of subtle, I said subtitle in the subtitles. So when I say good luck with all the subtle clues, the subtitles say good luck with all the subtitle clues.
It's all about the outlook.
In the closed captioning, I put a period after the word Outlook, just so you know, Outlook dot, you got it. And that's all the subtitle clues. Y'all ready to figure out how to solve it? Hold on, I have to charge my battery. It's dying. Okay, I'm back. You never had to leave the scavenger hunt video to solve it. With the clues I gave you, you could have solved it with one clue. That's it. And that was the A1 arrow OK symbol. If you look at it, it says A1 with an arrow and then OK. So if you listened for all the OKs, you would just go back and it was the letter or the number before I said the word OK. Also in the leftovers video I uploaded right before I uploaded the scavenger hunt video, I had a cup with music notes on it. And I was pointing to the note A. That lets you know it starts with an A. That's nor here nor there. You didn't have to watch anything, just the scavenger hunt video. So the email address is an incredibly long list of numbers, which you find by listening for the word OK and then going back to the last letter before the word OK. So in the beginning when I said that this video is not like my other videos, because all my videos are improvised, so it must be scripted. So the answer is inside of the text of the video. The OK, the staple of my existence here on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, was the clue to the entire thing. So if you go through the video and you pull out the letters that come right before I say the word okay, put them in order at outlook.com, email that, you would have won $10,000. So once you found the letters, the ones that came before the word okay, you would just transfer those letters into numbers like I did in the entire video. The answer was right there the entire time. Okay, so the small subtle clue that kind of leads you to this is when I said if you can't figure it out, that's okay. Just take a step back, read something, put on some gangster rap. I was hinting towards if you can't figure it out, take a step back. So the last letter before the word, read it. So I'm not going to tell you the actual email address. You know how to find it, you know how to make it, and you know what to do. So for the first 10 people who email me this address, I'll give you something. Good luck. So that's how you solve it. So tomorrow I think I'm gonna go live with my sister and we'll probably talk about all the ones we took screenshots of, like everybody who got really close, all the things that we thought people were catching on to but didn't, funny answers. We'll do all that in the live because I don't want this video to be too long. Let me know if you guys want to do another one of these. If so, me and my sister will plan one out and we'll do another one. As for the money, since no one won, we're gonna donate the money to Prostate Cancer Foundation. So the original $1,000 of the scavenger hunt is going to go to Prostate Cancer Foundation. Love y'all. Okay? Sorry.